स्टार्टअप यार इसलिए शुरू नहीं करना चाहिए बिकॉज बहुत दर्द होने वाला है, बहुत बहुत दर्द होने वाला है। एंड ये लाइक दिस पेन इज गोइंग टू बी मेंटल, फाइनेंशियल. इफ यू हैव एंजाइटी ऑफ फ्यूचर, then starting a startup is basically just going to run up a bill of therapist very very soon, because startup by nature is undefined, unstructured, unreasonably unpredictable. Like I just can use superlatives of all types and kinds with an un in front of them. But fact is that when you are starting something from scratch, there is a 99.9% chance that you're also young in exposure, if not age. You don't know what you don't know. It is going to be painful to not only learn how to do it, it is first going to be painful to learn that you don't know anything. Just the process of learning that you don't know anything is so painful that most of the times at the end of that curve, you're dead. Figuratively. Your business is dead, your startup is dead. You lose momentum, you lose every possible part of energy to pull it through. There are so many people, there is a whole graveyard of people who never came back from that curve. I was telling someone yesterday that somebody was trying to counter a strategy by telling कि नहीं उस ब्रांड ने यही किया था और उनका चल गया. So I was actually telling him that there are 99 others who exactly died doing that. He kept on staring at me almost like not in disbelief, not able to counter, but also willing to counter. And I said, see, the problem is that you don't know those 99 stories because they're dead. Who will tell the story? You only hear story of survivors because they live to tell the tale. And when they are telling that tale, most of the times there is a heavy survivorship bias built in it. उनकी गलती नहीं है, ऐसे ही है. अभी क्या करें? मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारी हरकतें की हैं अपने बिजनेस में, where we could have died, and we could have died in a way कि शायद generations उधार में पैदा होती. बट जस्ट बिकॉज मैं बच गया, इसका ये मतलब थोड़ी है कि मैं वो वाली कहानी एज अ स्ट्रैटेजी सुनाऊं. अगर मैं ऐसा करूं तो तालियां वालियां तो मिलेंगी, लोगों को लगेगा कि क्या हीरो एकदम. बट फैक्ट ये है कि वो गलत है. मुझे पता है मेरा सर्वाइवरशिप बायस उसमें चेक में रहना चाहिए. सो स्टार्टअप ना करने के तो बहुत सारे कारण. अगर आपको जिंदगी में सुख शांति चाहिए, बिल्कुल स्टार्टअप करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर आपको प्रेडिक्टेबल लाइफ चाहिए, अगर आपको सच में ये जानना है कि मेरे आने वाले 3 साल कैसे रहेंगे, जैसे वो इंटरव्यूज में क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं ना, वेयर डू यू सी योरसेल्फ इन 5 years, अगर आप किसी स्टार्टअप एंटरप्रेन्योर्स से ये सवाल पूछेंगे तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि उसके पास इसका जवाब होना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि उसको अगले 5 दिन का कोई आइडिया नहीं है. यू विल लूज दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन फॉर एवर इन योर लाइफ. यू कैन हैव ड्रीम्स. People who are not doing the startup, they have plans. People who do startups, they only have dreams. They live in their dreams. It is almost, an agreement with your own delusional state. And it is not even a bad thing. It's a requirement. As a startup entrepreneur, if you're not delusional, optimistically, then you won't survive. Because every day you will need so many pillars of strength which are imaginary, because real pillars are all shaking. There is no real pillar that is going to support you. You should not do a startup if you want to earn money as the primary goal. Money is a great objective, but अगर वो primary goal है तो आपका बहुत नुकसान होने वाला है, बहुत तेज नुकसान होने वाला है. Mark Suster is one of the, very, very well-known entrepreneur turned VC. But he wrote a beautiful post. He basically did that post and did the math where he said, if primary goal is to earn money, then you are much better off working for a startup than being a startup founder. And he did that math of, what money, if you are from a decent school, get into, like, your skills are good enough to be a part of startup. And if you go through, a corporate career in a good company or be an early person in a startup for sustained time, how much money you will make predictably within 15 years of your life, versus as a startup founder, at the end of 15th year, you literally had the lottery chance to be worth north of 5 million. And the chance of being valued in personal wealth between 2.5 to 5 million was almost mathematically like 90% possible for somebody who was working for a startup. And when I look at my journey, like when I look back, I do believe that. I see that. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि हम दुखी हैं, पर हमारी खुशी में सर्वाइवरशिप बायस भी है. And I have to definitely acknowledge that कि just because we are doing well in life, and we are doing well in life, but the shit we have gone through and the shit we might go through because of our ambition is always looming over our head. It's always going to be there. Just that I think now we have embraced it as our life. And it's very subjective. It's not definable in a way that you can train for that mindset. ये इसमें से आपको गुजरना पड़ेगा, and then you will end up building your own mindset and your own personality through it. Last but not the least, स्टार्टअप आपको इसलिए, अगर आपको अपना बॉस बनना है तो आपको स्टार्टअप नहीं करना चाहिए. At best, and this is not an advice, but only if you want to be your own boss, at best you can be a freelancer. अच्छा आइडिया नहीं है, पर आपको फ्रीलांसिंग करते वक्त बहुत शॉर्ट नुकसान के साथ ये एहसास हो जाएगा कि खुद का बॉस होना कितनी बेकार बात है. क्योंकि खुद का बॉस होने के बाद आपको पहली बार ये रियलाइज होता है कि कोई बताने वाला नहीं है कि कल क्या करना है. मुझे ही डिसाइड करना है कि मैं अपने फ्यूचर के लिए क्या करूंगा, और जो उसका नुकसान होगा उसकी पूरी जिम्मेदारी मेरी है. आपको पहली बार एहसास होगा दैट आप उतने स्मार्ट हो नहीं जितना आपको लगता था. जो आप अपने बॉस को, अपने टीचर को, अपने पेरेंट्स को या किसी भी अथॉरिटी फिगर को देख के सोचते थे ना, क्या रे ये क्या कर रहे हैं, हमें दे मौका, हम बताएंगे कि कैसे होगा. दिया, करो अब अपने लिए क्या करोगे. एंड तब आपको पहली बार एहसास होगा कि यार दिस इज डिफिकल्ट. इफ यू सर्वाइव थ्रू इट, लाइफ इज ब्यूटिफुल, but it doesn't get easy is the point. For me personally, being my own boss is great. It's rewarding in many ways, but doesn't make it easy any day. It is difficult. It remains difficult. It remains difficult to be consistent. It remains difficult to be disciplined. It remains difficult to do things that I don't like with an equal passion and zeal as much as things that I like, because I have the power, almost unreasonable power in short term, to just say no to anything. Right? Short term ही है, पर वो थोड़े दिनों में उसका रिजल्ट आएगा, फिर पता लगेगा कि भाई साहब वो कर लीजिए जो आप बोरिंग समझते हैं ना, वो इम्पोर्टेंट था. जैसे मेरे लिए पर्सनली आई कैन टेल यू दैट फाइनेंस, एक्सेल शीट्स, governance and compliance, I used to find it, I still find it boring. But I used to find it almost a thing कि छोटे लोगों का काम है ये. I am a gift to universe. मैं compliances थोड़ी करूँगा. And got beaten a lot in life, like dearly beaten, paid penalties, random problems looming over my head because of some stupid compliance issue. Not that I was doing anything illegal, but still, अगर आपने अपना टाइम पे काम नहीं किया है तो आपको पेनल्टी भरनी पड़ेगी. एंड लर्नड इट द हार्ड वे कि भाई साहब, इफ यू वांट टू रीप द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द गुड वर्क दैट यू डू, you have to make sure that you do boring stuff actually better than the stuff that you find enjoyable. And today, if you ask me, my life is exactly like that. Things that I find boring or things that I don't want to do, I actually do them with more diligence and discipline. At least I try. I fail a lot of times, but I try very, very hard knowingly today, which probably 7-8 years back, not only I didn't care, I rejected them. I said, नहीं करेंगे. I hope ये आंसर, ये ओपिनियन, ये थॉट आपको रिलेटेबल लगा होगा, या हो सकता है ना भी लगा हो. आई वुड वॉन्ट टू नो योर रिएक्शन इन कॉमेंट्स. अगर इस आंसर के ऊपर बहुत सारे सवाल हैं या कुछ सवाल हैं, या इस थॉट को आप चाहते हो दैट आई एक्सपैंड इट इन एनी वे, यू नो हाउ यू फील अबाउट दिस, लीविंग अ कॉमेंट फॉर मी is going to be the fuel to make the next one. Thank you.